Welcome back. It's Thursday the 28th, and as always, we're glad you could spend a little time with us. Indeed, I have just a little bit of everything as far as headlines are concerned tonight. Weather-wise, some changes have been made to your forecast. Still a very intact pattern of some shower and storm activity throughout most of the forecast period, but there is a lot of sunshine in there as well. We'll get to all of that and more in just a few moments. Before we get to local headlines, we'll begin with those from around the region where Kentucky State Police at Post 9 are investigating an officer-involved shooting that happened yesterday in Pike County when troopers from the Post 9 area responded to the Wolf Pit community in Pike County after shots were fired and a call came in to Post. A trooper approached the residence, and at that time, a man identified as Donald K. May began firing multiple shots in the direction of troopers. One of the troopers returned fire. May was struck, but he survived and was taken to the Pikeville Medical Center. He was actually later released after suffering non-life-threatening injuries and then lodged in the Pike County Detention Center, where he now faces 4 counts of attempted murder of a police officer. None of the troopers involved were injured during this incident. The investigation is still ongoing. And also out of Post 9, they're investigating a fatal collision that's happened in Floyd County as of today. We understand per the initial investigation that 76-year-old Eunice Morton of Pikeville was traveling on US 23 in the Betsy Lane area when the vehicle she was operating struck the guardrail, then proceeded to travel across US 23 just before it crashed into a rock embankment. Ms. Morton was pronounced dead at the scene by Greg Nelson, the Floyd County coroner. Indications at the scene were that Morton was not wearing her seatbelt at the time of the collision, and alcohol does not appear to be a factor while the cause of the accident is still being investigated. Just a little bit to add to the situation with not just Eric C. Kahn, but specifically his client, hundreds and hundreds to the tune of more than 2,000 to be affected. Attorneys who are representing several of those clients to the tune of 900 of which have already received letters, notices of suspension of their benefits, have indicated that they will be moving forward with a class action lawsuit against the federal government as well as Kahn himself. They are arguing that basically the bottom line or the gist of the argument would be that those benefits should not have been suspended until after a hearing. They were notified by the government that they would no longer be receiving benefits indefinitely, that a hearing would take place, but that hearing could be months and months away and no timetable was given. Attorneys who are representing those hundreds, or at least a great portion of those individuals who were represented at one time by Eric C. Kahn, are asking that their benefits remain intact until that hearing and further investigation, a thought which Senator Howard Rogers has also chimed in on from my understanding. It's not 100% officially over, but there has been, of course, as the recount was to begin early this morning, some major, or a recanvass, mind you, some major developments in the gubernatorial race for the state of Kentucky, as we have been in limbo, of course, since the primary on the 19th. There have been some changes in total numbers, but none of which will affect the outcome of the 2 races which were being scrutinized. Secretary of State Allison Grimes confirms that no changes to the outcome of either race in question. However, there was some significant vote changes in one. It wasn't the governor's race, though. Even though Madison County was still not official as of airtime, she still had all cause and reason to believe that Matt Bevin held still the 83-vote lead and margin over James Comer as he did election night. Now, this is not official as of yet. Comer still has until tomorrow to officially request a recount, which is a much more entailed recounting process that we've been through in Magoffin County on a couple of occasions, most everyone well aware. It's also one that he would have to pay for himself, which would be quite expensive on a state scale. He has until tomorrow to request for a recount should he decide to do so. And if not, the election will be certified by June the 9th. So far, Representative of Comer has just indicated that Comer and his family were out of the state of Kentucky and they would have a statement issued sometime tomorrow. As for the Agriculture Commissioner's race, Quarles still the victor. He is also the victor by adding another 1,400 votes to his victory over Richard Heath. So while there was a change in the numbers, a significant one at 1,400 votes, it had no bearing on the outcome in that particular race.
Hey guys, Jason Weffenstedt, sales manager at the all-new Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville, Kentucky. Where, as you can tell behind me, we're just weeks away from opening our brand new dealership, and we want to invite everybody down to take a test drive and be entered to win a free vacation package from Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville, Kentucky.
They're only weeks away from their grand opening, but they're open for business today. So come in and get entered for a vacation package to be given away at the brand new Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville. 297-5066. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband.
I've got some really cool pictures. Cool might not be the best word to use for some of you. Might be a little bit of concern for some of you, and might not. We'll see and let you voice your own opinion on some wildlife that's been captured on a couple of different fronts. I've got some pictures from some viewers to share with you in just a few moments. I've also got some other headlines and some sporting news to come. But right now, before I turn over to tonight's community calendar, let me tell you about what you can tune into and see tonight beginning at 8 o'clock. We have a man from Eastern Kentucky who is well on his way. And I knew that the competition was ongoing, and as it does annually and has for many, many years. However, we have an Eastern Kentuckian in the mix this year, which is not a new thing. He actually tied for 13th last year. His sister has competed on at least one, if not multiple, occasions as well. But right now, there's a middle schooler from Pike County who has made it to the championship round of the Scripps Spelling Bee.
Yes, the Scripps National Spelling Bee, which began on Wednesday night with preliminaries. Semis were this morning at 10, and then the finals will begin tonight at 8 o'clock on ESPN, of which there are 10 finalists, of which Paul Keaton, a 14-year-old 8th grader from Pikeville, is one of those 10. He attends Christ Central School in Pikeville, and he will be taking on to the stage representing Eastern Kentucky tonight, starting at 8 o'clock. This is ESPN. The earlier preliminaries and semis were on ESPN2, but not tonight. It is on ESPN. He has under his belt the Kentucky Derby Festival Spelling Bee Championship and some other titles as well, and he has performed on the national stage before as well, so keep that in mind. He's got a shot. He also dreams one day of starting his own business, and he would like the chance to meet Donald Trump to get some business advice. In his free time, one of Paul's interests is following publicly traded companies. Yeah, he's 14. He also enjoys trivia and watching his favorite television show, which is Jeopardy! In addition to playing basketball and chess, Paul likes listening to classical music. His sister Emily competed in the National Spelling Bee from 2009 through 2013. She tied for 13th. Paul and Emily enjoy spelling against each other, and I'm sure it's some heated competition, but they've agreed not to compete against each other after they had such a lengthy stalemate that the county spelling bee was suspended and the other children were sent home. How's that for talented? Paul has previously competed in the Scripps National Spelling Bee in 2014. Like I said, last year, he too tied for 13th, but he is one of the 10 finalists, and he will take to the stage tonight on the national level at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Can you imagine?
Now here's your community calendar brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau with one announcement that I didn't have generated with the graphics. There's going to be an election for parent members at North McGoffin Elementary for their site-based council. This is going to be tomorrow, 3:30 in the school's library. 2 parents will be selected to serve on the council for the upcoming school year. They meet one time a month and have additional meetings if necessary. To be eligible to serve on the site-based council, parents must have a child currently enrolled or pre-registered for the school year. Also, parents must participate in an initial 6-hour training and an additional 3 hours each year of re-election. So once again, parent site-based elections at North McGoffin Elementary at 3:30 tomorrow in the school's library.
And even though his name is not on screen, which is obviously my fault, I've got a birthday wish to kick off the calendar tonight. A happy 45th birthday wish to Larry Sean Rowe with a whole lot of love from a whole lot of family and friends. Happy 45th birthday, Larry Sean Rowe. We hope you've had a wonderful 45th birthday. And a reminder about some other parent elections for the McGoffin County High School Site-Based Council. Now, this meeting is set for tomorrow at 4 o'clock in their library. Keep that in mind. McGoffin County High School has parent elections tomorrow at 4. And they're taking applications in the Ramey Park daily, 5:30 to 8:30. The McGoffin County Youth Baseball and Softball League is taking applications for the Babe Ruth League, and this is for ages 13 to 18. If you have any questions, you can find them on Facebook or stop by the concession stand in the Ramey Park in the evenings, where I'll try to take you in just a few moments on a personal note, but I'll get into that in a second. A big reminder about the big festival this Saturday. I'll tell you much more about it tomorrow, and we'll go through the complete list of entertainers. But the Royalton Rail Trail Festival starts Saturday morning at 9. The First Lady is going to be here bright and early around the start of it with some other folks, hopefully some big announcements, but all day long, a whole lot of things to do. A whole lot of music and entertainment, just $2 to get in. After that, Anointed Hearts and Half Mountain Church, Heaven's Sake, Pulling Strings, Turning Ground, the Joseph Band, a square dance that night. They'll have a 5K at 9, a bike ride, a horse ride, and much more, and I'll go into it in much more detail tomorrow. I'll take a little more time to do it as well. The second-year anniversary of the reopening of Pine Point Apartments here in Sagersville is next Wednesday, starting at 11 o'clock. They're going to have dozens, and I mean dozens and dozens of booths and a whole lot of services, free food, fun, a lot of health services. Elsa's going to be there for the kids. We hope you are too. You'll at least stop by. And the Ramey Park Pool opens officially next Wednesday, the 3rd at noon, and you need to start booking your party now if you wish to do so. Their number is seasonal, so it's not published, but it is 3495102. And the Sagersville First Baptist Church has Vacation Bible School starting Monday through Thursday of next week, 5:45 each evening. Bands will be running nightly. So there you have it, kids. Vacation Bible School at Sagersville First Baptist Church next Monday through Thursday. And a reminder that I'll get your announcement on here, birthdays, anniversaries, and those like you just saw, if you just simply send them in to us. And also a reminder about funeral services to be held this Friday beginning at 1 in honor of 30-year-old Stephanie Leanne Blanton of Paintsville, who passed away on the 25th, formerly of McGoffin County. She was the daughter of Robert Blanton and Rosie and Jerry Gullett. Besides her parents, she's survived by her son, Mason Clevenger. Visitation continues this evening and prior to services tomorrow at 1, all of which from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. Now for some wildlife tonight, and we indeed are talking in the literal sense. Some pictures captured by some viewers of some wildlife getting, at least in one case, a little too close to home, while the other may have been out in the woods. It's certainly an animal that you just don't see very often. As for the black bear sighted yesterday, not too close to home, but just too close to comfort. That's a better way to put it. I think it was spotted by a whole lot of motorists, but Matt Wireman was the only viewer to forward it on to us. And this was at the mouth of David on 114, just as you would get close to Pressesburg, just by the roadside. There you see it. Nice black bear. Nice. Also maybe a poor choice of words. They have become much more frequent as far as sightings. I can't give you a population count, but sightings definitely much more frequent in the past several years over the course of 17 that I have been doing this program. I didn't hear of one throughout most all of my life, and now this is just one of many that I have reported, and one of many seen in the viewing area, and some right in the area close to some homes around Sagersville and beyond. And I don't suspect or expect that this will be the last time we have such a sighting. But here's one that's a little more rare. I've been messaging back and forth with Ryan Keith Cheek today, and this is a photograph, couple that he sent me that were taken by a trail cam that he had just taken down just a couple of days ago. The picture, however, was dated August 13th. I just now realized my birthday. How cool. Anyway, of last year. It was on the Mash Fork. It was in the Mash Fork area, and the picture actually taken in August. He tells me that he had left it in the woods all winter long. He knew the batteries were going to be dead and the card was full, But this indeed was some of the best shots he got of this mountain lion. Wow, he said he never expected that. He also says that he believes this is the same animal possibly that's been sighted several times toward the 460 side of Mash Fork, but he doesn't know if anyone else has been able to get a pic of it as of yet. And on a personal note, I can remember as a kid, someone else saw a mountain lion on our property, and I believe that's what this is, obviously. And then we tracked it, we're 90% sure of what the paw prints were, for a couple of years thereafter, but never had another official sighting. And it, too, relatively near the Mash Fork area. So you just never know what's out there.
And real quickly, in sporting news tonight, the Lady Hornets fell 2-0 last night, and the Johnson Central Lady Golden Eagles are headed to state.
Final score in the third matchup between these two hometown area teams, 2-0 last night. Johnson Central advances to 26-10, while Magoffin County's season finishes at 16-13. Johnson Central had a 4-0 win over Magoffin County in the regular season. Then Magoffin County ousted them 2-0 in the district championship, both teams advancing to the regional, and then Johnson Central getting a little revenge, or a lot of revenge, and heading on to the state. Now the girls face the winner of Region 13 on June the 4th. That is next Thursday at the Jack C. Fisher Field.
In baseball, the boys of Lawrence County came out victorious last night in the championship round, 6-3 over Johnson Central. Lawrence County will now verse the winner in Region 16, yet to be determined, on June the 1st, 1:30 at Whitaker Ballpark. And I just don't know if I would be a good father if I didn't have my own news program and didn't show something of my own son, who put everyone, at least on the Royals team last night, on their feet.
Yeah, in Rookie League, Andrew at bat, don't have the count. I know that the game started off against the #1 team in the league, and they pulled out a 4-0 win relatively early, and things were looking kind of down for our team last night. And then before you know it, and I can't tell you who and how it worked out, we had 3 runs in the 5th inning, and we're down 1. In the final at-bat, bottom of the 6th, we were still 4-3, and the Royals were down, and then we had a runner on third after picking up a run to tie it up at 4, and I got to be the dad who got to see his boy do that. He hit one over second base on a real high bounce, and that brought the winning run in. I think it was Isaiah Salyer, and I was so excited I don't even know. But, you know, I got to watch my boy have a really good moment, and that was worth me showing, I thought. So thanks for watching. Now to put the lid on this one with your Licking Valley RECC forecast. I topped out at 85 degrees here at the studio earlier today, and we're still at the 6 o'clock hour. Well, there's 6:30 here at the 84-degree mark. I think we'll see 61 for a nighttime low tonight, mostly cloudy skies. And, yeah, we've still got a chance of some showers and a few storms, the likes of which some folks in the viewing area have gotten in on today. They've been kind of sparse and just a hit-and-miss situation. Deal with it. Have an umbrella close by. That's what we're going to be under for days on end. We'll start off your Friday tomorrow, this shortened week, with a little fog, patchy fog before 9. Otherwise, partly sunny and about a 40% shot of more scattered showers, maybe embedded with a thunderstorm or 2. I think we'll see 63 degrees for nighttime lows, still mostly cloudy late tomorrow night. And for your weekend, I think isolated showers and thunderstorms after some patchy fog in the morning on Saturday. Otherwise, partly sunny, low 80s, humid, and still unstable. A chance, 30% chance of some showers and storms start to finish on your Saturday. Sunday, we have an increasing chance of some showers and storms, mainly after 2 o'clock. Mostly cloudy, 78. A cold front's going to kind of come in, not in a big hurry, and then give us a really good shot of some showers, and I think more of a shot of storms on your Sunday night. And into Monday, a little bit cooler for a day or two. 77, mostly cloudy, 30%, a low of 62. I don't even need to say showers and storms anymore, do I? Tuesday of next week, we're going to get closer back to the 80s with partly sunny skies, 79, and a 30% chance. Wednesday, we'll get back into the 80s and then stay there for a while thereafter, but still with around a 30 to 40% chance of showers throughout the entire forecast period thereafter. And I think we'll see the low 80s return on Wednesday and into your Thursday. And I'm telling you, this pattern's just not going to give anytime soon. So you might have to dodge. You're going to have to dodge a few showers, a few storms to get in a little sunshine for days on end, with some days, especially like Sunday, much more active than others. Well, thank you for being a part of the program. I've been in here alone today. I'm going to have to cut it just a bit short because of that fact. It always kind of puts me a little bit short-handed and just a little bit more off-kilter than I already am. But for now, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. We'll wrap up this week tomorrow night with more of Your News Today.